Why cryptocurrency won't see another bull market. It's completely changed. Now, the cryptocurrency market has been wiped out since the Federal Reserve announced they would start raising rates last November 2021. And it set off a domino effect leading to a crumbling of cryptocurrency players like Terra Luna, Celsius, BlockFi, and now, of course, FTX, wiping out tens of billions of dollars and millions of people's wealth. And while the crypto hopeful have seen these types of massive drawdowns before, and some are either hodling through or waiting to re-enter for the next crypto bull run, I believe we might have seen the last one because the markets have changed. Now, FTX was the final catalyst. And so in this video, I'm gonna explain why I think things are now different and how there may not be another crypto bull run, but why I think there will be another and even bigger run for Bitcoin in the future. I'm gonna explain the fundamental drivers of the markets, how they got so overheated, why they won't again, what I think happens with regulators from here. All right, now, why am I saying that there may not be another crypto bull run? Well, hopefully you've understood what happens here, but here's the key piece. You have to understand how this industry grew so big and how it flourished. Because venture capitalists could bring in hundreds of billions of dollars, could instantly 5, 10, 20x their money, dump it on unsuspecting poor retail people like you being manipulated by media that they're buying. And so this giant scam blew up so they could dump money on you. Now there's a saying that if you're playing a game of poker and you don't know who the patsy is you. And so most people don't understand this is how it worked. I've shown you proof, do your own due diligence. All right, now when I put this post on Twitter, like I said, I had 1,000 comments telling me, Mark, you're an idiot, you don't know what you're talking about. They said, the SEC, even if they do it and pass regulations, they can't stop the progress. They can't stop the progress. I would say true. They can't stop innovation. Humans are always gonna innovate. There's always gonna be innovation. But what we do know is that the regulations are gonna come down fast and they're gonna come down furious. Right here, how SEC regs will change cryptocurrency markets. This is November 17th. The SEC is leading the push to subject cryptocurrency markets to the full spectrum of financial regulations. The full spectrum. Gary Gensler said the top 5 exchanges accounting for 99% of cryptocurrency trading, quote, likely are trading securities. 99% of all the volume are likely trading securities and should have to register with the SEC. Now, if the exchange has to register with the SEC, then they can only allow tokens that are also registered as securities. You see what's gonna happen here? The SEC announced it would increase the staff of its cyber unit from 30 to 50, almost doubling the size of their staff, and rename it the Crypto Assets and Cyber Unit. The SEC's enforcement push will fundamentally change how cryptocurrency markets work. Fundamentally change how they work. This is what people aren't understanding. They're gonna fundamentally change how it works. We can see the announcement from the SEC right here, nearly double size of enforcements, Crypto Assets and Cyber Unit. They are coming for you. And it's not just the United States. So people said, Mark, they can't stop progress. I agree. They're not gonna stop human ingenuity. They're not gonna stop inventions. We're still gonna be innovating. I don't doubt that. We have lots of innovation today. It just happens in the venture stage. So there's already a path for that. They don't need to release a token that can be dumped on your head, okay? So they can't stop progress, I agree. Then people say, but Mark, you don't understand. If the US regulates it, it'll just go overseas. Okay, there's some truth to that as well. And so because the US didn't give proper guidance, they said, well, FTX went to the Bahamas. So it's gonna push it overseas. Well, it's not just the US. As a matter of fact, most of the developed world has similar regulations. Here is FINRA, targets crypto communications after FTX collapse. FINRA is still a US regulatory body. Here we have the Treasury, all guns are blazing. Treasury pledges cryptocurrency regulation. It's not just the United States. After FTX, tougher crypto rules needed after the collapse, says Bank of England. We got Bank of England. We got here, we have now Congress, the Treasury, FINRA, the Bank of England. Everybody is coming for cryptocurrency. And so, will it go overseas? Sure, it can go overseas to some small little jurisdictions that don't have these regulations. But did you understand how this worked? With US-based venture capitalists putting up the money so they could dump the tokens on you and then use some of that money for media push. But if US regulations prevent the selling to US people, that means US venture capital money doesn't go blow up the space. So will it still continue? Yes. Will they stop it? No, absolutely not. But you won't have this crazy, incredible bull run where you could close your eyes and just throw your dart at the board and get a crypto project to blow up, because no US VC money. Now, I am saying no crypto bull market, crypto, but I am bullish for what happens with Bitcoin. So all these crypto assets are like a DDoS attack on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin should be working like other assets, supply and demand. There's a very limited supply, and if there's a lot of demand, the price goes up. The problem, when there was 1,000 cryptocurrencies, they pulled some of the market cap away from Bitcoin. And there was 2,000, and there was 5,000, and there was 20,000, and then there was 20,000 other choices dragging your interest, your attention, and your dollars away from Bitcoin. If most of that disappears, what happens? Well, all the interest, all the attention comes back to Bitcoin. And so I believe this will be very bearish for crypto, no bull market for crypto, but it will be extremely bullish for Bitcoin. Now we can see the new head of the SEC, Gary Gensler. He says right here, reiterating what the previous head, Clayton, said. Gary Gensler reiterates, Bitcoin alone, let me read that again, Bitcoin alone is a commodity. That's what he said. Bitcoin alone, the government stamp of approval seems to separate Bitcoin from crypto. So when you hear us say, hey, I'm talking about Bitcoin, not crypto, this is why. It seems to separate Bitcoin from crypto. Bitcoin alone is a commodity. Bitcoin alone had no central issuer. Bitcoin alone has no company. It has no steering committee. It's not like Ethereum with a 10-year roadmap put out by the founder, Vitalik Buterin. Okay? There's a big difference here. And I believe that the regulations are coming. Every agency said so. I believe it's going to shut down the amount of VC capital coming into the space, all the advertising. It's going to have to go the traditional route. Yes, we'll still be building on it. Yes, it's not going away. Yes, innovation will still happen. It just won't be the mania that we saw in the past. But of course, I don't have a crystal ball. I could be wrong. I'd love to hear what you have to say about that. Tell me in the comments down below, but don't just say I'm an idiot. Break down why. Tell me what facts I got wrong. I'd love to hear it. Of course, as always, give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And that's what I got. To your success. I'm out.
If you enjoyed that video, click here to watch Michael Saylor reveal how he thinks the future of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency will be after the FTX crash.